everyone. So I wanted to share with you guys my Sephora VIB sale haul of the year that I just did. I was excited to finally pick up some fun stuff that I had been wanting to try out and kind of explore some different options and just kind of see what was new this year that's come out. So that's what I did. One of the first kind of huge items that I got just to kind of try out and see and have like a fun makeup adult advent calendar is from Benefit, and it is their Benefit advent calendar. So it has 24 days and 24 little windows that you open up every day, and each one has a different product inside of it from Benefit. So some are sample sizes, I'm sure, in order for it to open up, but it shows on the back what the different items are that are in here. And so it's looking like a lot of lip glosses. There is some bronzers, there's some face powders, there's the Bad Gal Lash, Stay Don't Stray, Professional, High Beam. So it's got a lot of different items in it, and I'm curious to see what the sizes are going to be. But this just seemed like more of a fun idea for me. So if you guys want me to do like at the end to show you what was in all of the windows, or do a separate video on this, I think that could be kind of a fun video to keep up with in December, if I can keep up with it. Just because for me, my work gets insane. Christmas is our busiest time, but I really think that this will be a fun thing to kind of do throughout the holidays. So I picked this up to try. And then I had placed this order first actually before the VIB sale started, because I was so scared that this palette was going to sell out online, and I really, really wanted it. And when I went to the store, it was sold out. So I had purchased this with just a $10, or I'm sorry, a 10% off VIB code that I had for renewing my membership. And so this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, where it has 3 different colors of the ambient lighting powders. And then it also comes with one of their little mini primer potions, or whatever you would want to call it. But it's just a very pretty palette, really sleek. I haven't even gotten to play with this yet. But it has the 3 different powders in there. There's Dim Light, Incandescent Light, which is their limited edition highlighting shade, and then also Radiant Light. So I'm excited to kind of play around with these on my skin and see the different looks that they do give you and the different finishes. But I've been wanting to try these ever since they came out. So I was so happy to get my hands on this palette while it was still available and to be able to start playing with it. So I picked that up. That was the first thing that I threw into the cart. Next was, I got this from Sephora. This was in their clearance section, and it's their Pantone Universe lip gloss set. And so it had 4 lip glosses that came in there. Pick them all up. So these are the 4 colors. So they're very pretty. I've worn a couple of them so far. And they're also very pigmented. I went ahead and swatched them right here for you so you can see the colors. But they're all very high shine, very glittery. They are sparkly. They do have little sparkles to them. But they're definitely pigmented and just pretty glosses. So I picked that set up. And then I wanted to try a darker shade of my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Just for when I'm spray tanning or during the summer when I start getting a little darker. Figured I'd go ahead and pick up the darker foundation color. So I'm normally shade 48, and I decided to go with shade 56 based off of the website. But now that I'm seeing the actual bottle, it's looking kind of scary and like super, super dark. So I'm going to try it out after I have spray tanned and see if it does match. If not, I'll take it back to Sephora and switch it out for probably a lighter shade than this and try to find something in the middle that does match my skin. So hopefully this will work out. If not, I'll just take it back and we'll swap it out again. So, but that was shade medium 56. And then I also have been wanting to try a new powder foundation to set my makeup with, or just for the days where I don't want to wear the liquid, or I want to put this over like a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. And so I decided to try out the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. Still supposed to be the 24-hour wear. Matte finish, fragrance-free, oil-free. It doesn't say anything on here about SPF. So maybe it's SPF for like free. Maybe it doesn't have SPF in it. Because that's one of the good things about the foundation, I believe. Yeah, is it doesn't list that it has an SPF to it. So it's one that does photograph really well and looks really good in pictures. It's definitely one that you can wear on a night out, or when you just want your makeup to look flawless or your skin to look flawless. I really love their foundation. So I wanted to try out the powder and see if that was similar as well. So this is the front of the package, and it looks really, really cute. I love her packaging. And then inside, in the bottom, it comes with a little sponge and then the top has the mirror and then the powder. So that's the shade that I got. This is in shade Light 48, which does match my skin, as you can see, a lot better. But I'm excited to start using this. I'm probably going to try this out tomorrow morning and see what the coverage is like on this foundation and how it compares to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Powder Foundation that I use, or some of the other powders like Bare Minerals, and see how this one compares. So I wanted to try that one out. It's kind of a new product. Then I picked up one of the Sephora Formula X new nail polishes that they came out with, and this is in shade Fiery. So it's like a pretty red that doesn't have glitter to it, but it has a really pretty sheen, it looks like. So I figured this would be a really pretty color for the holidays. So I'm excited to try this one out. And then I got from Josie Maran another one of her coconut water cheek jellies or cheek blushes. And so it's basically a cream / gel blush. I got it in the shade Poppy Paradise, but it's just a really pretty bright pink. The other one that I got from her before is the Coral Oasis, and it's very orange. So I've wanted to try a pink one because they do sit really well on my skin. They're very cooling to the touch when you first put them on, and they do last all day long. And I really like putting this on and then setting it with a powder blush on top of it just to kind of lock everything in. But that is the swatch right there on my hand, is of the Poppy Paradise. So it just looks like a really pretty wearable pink. I definitely would blend it out more than that, but it sits really well, and as you can see, it's not budging. So I really like these that I've tried so far, so I wanted to get another one. Then I got, this was I believe 100 Point Perk from Clarins, the One Step Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser, so I picked that up. And then I think everything else that I got online was just their samples. If I can get them out. Okay. So I got one of the samples from Dr. Dennis Gross of the Alpha Beta Peel. Can't even see these. Then the Bare Minerals Ready Powder Foundation. Another, I believe, 100 Point Perk was from Korres, and it's their Wild Rose Vitamin C Advanced Brightening Sleeping Facial. And then especially Escada perfume, a Marquesa perfume, and Prada Candy perfume sample, and then a moisturizer from Perricone MD. So that was all of the samples that I got from my online orders, which wraps those up. And then I did go into the store because I wanted to pick out a new perfume, but I didn't know which one exactly I wanted. And so I wanted to at least go into the store and try them out first and see what scent I really wanted before I would just order one online. So I went in on, I believe it was Monday, the last day of the sale, and I ended up going with Marc Jacobs Dot. And I was debating really between this one or Honey, and from Marc Jacobs. I thought Honey was the one I was going to go with, that I was going to buy online, but when I started smelling it in the store, it didn't jump out at me. It wasn't a scent that I was like, oh my god, I have to have this. Hang on one second. Let me get these lip glosses off before I get them everywhere. Okay. I thought I was going to want the honey scent, and then when I tried this one and I sprayed it on and I was like, and I realized that was the one that I kept going back to that I really liked. So I just picked up the 1 ounce in Dot, and it has the cute little like ladybug look on the back with the polka dots. And then, that's another sample. Oh, there's so much paper. Then while I was there, I also smelled the new Katy Perry perfume in Killer Queen, and it has a really cool bottle. It's like a diamond shape that goes into this little holder, but they didn't have a smaller size of it. They either had, I believe it was like the 1.7 or the 3 ounce or the roller balls. And so I ended up going with the roller ball just first to try it before I would commit to one of the huge bottles of it. But it was a really pretty, just sexy date night scent. And I really like that one a lot. So I think I might ask for the bigger size of this for Christmas or for my birthday coming up. Just a really awesome scent and cute packaging on everything. So like that from Katy Perry. Then, oh my god, this was a splurge item. I picked up a Marc Jacobs nail polish, and I'm trying to decide how unique this nail polish color really is. I swatched it against all of the colors from the Formula X by Sephora line to see if there was a dupe there that I could find that was similar, and I couldn't. There was one shade that was kind of close, but this is a lot more rose gold. The only other shade I'm debating on is from Butter London that I have, to see if that matches this. to see if it's really worth it. It was like an $18 nail polish. But it's so pretty. It just looks like a penny. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just such a gorgeous nail polish shade, and I just had to have it. I don't remember the name of it. It is Le Charm number 112. Okay, so here's the Marc Jacobs color. This is the one from Butter London in the Old Bill. And then I also have this one called Rage from Orly. So those are my three kind of rose gold polishes, but see, it just looks like it's a little more pink. I don't think that they look dupeable. But I don't know if it's worth an $18 nail polish that I hardly am going to really wear because I can't wear nail polish on my fingers to work. So and I don't know if I would put that color on my toes or not. But it just looks so pretty, and the bottle is just gorgeous. But I just don't know if it's a color I'm really going to wear all that often, and is it close enough to these where I'm really not going to wear it either. So that's something else I've got to decide. Let me guys know if you guys have tried the Marc Jacobs polishes or kind of what your thoughts are on them. Because they are kind of similar. It's just more pink than the other two. And that's kind of what sucked me in, is I couldn't find anything else that was comparable to it. But I don't know if 20% off is really enough to justify an $18 nail polish. So I did pick that up. And then I also picked up another polish from Formula X. And this one is in Push the Limits. And it's just a really fun, like, kind of like that poppy pink color. Just a bright pink. I wouldn't really call it a coral. But I do think it's just a really pretty, bright pink color. So I thought that would be super cute for spring, summer, just whenever you need some brightness in your life. And then I did pick up a sample while I was there also of one of the Hourglass foundations that I wanted to try out. And then I used, or no, she gave me this sample also from Benefit, the Hella Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation in the shade Petal. So they were giving out samples of these to everybody. Sorry. So it's just a little one. And then I used a couple of my 100-point perks. I didn't end up getting any of the 500-point perks because I had items in each of the kits, so it didn't really seem worth it to me. But I did get one of the Clinique Chubby Sticks. It says Chubby Stick Intense. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's red. Oh, it's pretty though. So I picked that up for 100 points, and the shade is Mightiest Maraschino. And then also from Lancome, they had this, and I thought this would have been a 500-point perk just from the size of it. It's a ½ ounce moisturizer. It's called Energy de V, and it's supposed to be a dullness relief and energy recharging daily cream. But it seemed like a big size, so I thought for real it was going to be a 500-point perk, and she said, no, it's only 100. So I was like, okay, sign me up. Oh yeah, that's a really good sample. It's a cute little container. So I'm excited to try this. I haven't tried any of the Lancome skincare before, so to see how this works out. So that was a 100-point perk. I think that's everything I got from Sephora. Then they sent out like one of their little gift guides for their gifts for Christmas. And that's it. That's everything that I got in the Sephora VIB haul this year. So I was definitely more tame than in years past, where I think I had like a 20-something minute video full of items. The only other things I bought recently that I kind of wanted to show were these were things I got off of Hot Look. And it's from Cebu Beauty. And I got the Sea Buckthorn Hydrating Serum. And also the Sea Buckthorn Balancing Facial Cleanser. I've heard really good things on YouTube about the Cebu line and about the Sea Buckthorn, so I'm excited to try this and kind of see how it helps in the winter with brightening up your skin. And then I had to pick up another one of my macadamia natural oil deep repair masks hair treatment that I found online as well for, I believe it was like 50% off. So I needed a new one of these, so I was very glad to have it come back since I was out. But that is everything I got from Sephora. Again, let me know what you guys think about that advent calendar. And then same thing with the Marc Jacobs nail polish, on what your opinion is on that one. We'll see. It depends probably on if I have to take that foundation back to switch the shade as to whether or not I'll return it. So we'll see. But I'll probably try it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I know I have a Candles by Victoria haul I need to film also to show you guys some of the new scents I bought. But hope everyone's doing good. Hope you guys got some fun stuff from the Sephora sale. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys picked up too, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you. Bye.